turned you on.
A modern football visionary via whose exceptional sporting intelligence, City have taken our game sometimes to a different planet this year. 3 times a champion of Spain, 3 times a champion of Germany, and now a champion of England. We, as a footballing community, have embraced him, and boy, how he has embraced us and decorated our game. And here come the boys who have proved so decorative for him. Different class. Simply different class. What a moment for Shauna Miller to embrace the leader of the gang. He's special, and we're lucky to have him. A few of the lads now who, as mentioned, weren't able to play enough games in the first team to be handed a medal. We've seen Tosin Adarabioyo go through there, Daniel Grimshaw, a young goalkeeper, Lucas Demetra, who's been on the edge of the first team just recently and got a minute or two. If he'd got on the field today, Phil Foden would have been in the other queue. It might be that he still becomes the youngest man to collect a winner's medal. Younger than Gael Clichy, who currently holds that record. Aro Muric, a Montenegrin goalkeeper, 19 years old, is honoured, and so was Brahim Diaz. And now we're into the real core of the squad, with second choice goalkeeper Claudio Bravo, and now very much first choice Ederson. Kyle Walker, what a move for him and what a season. Another step up for John Stones. He came here to be a champion, and now he is. He hopes a warm England winter lies ahead. Fantastic for Aymeric Laporte, a privilege to come into this team midway through a season. Eliakim Mangala left this team and sadly suffered injury elsewhere, but played plenty early on. Fabian Delph morphed into a left-back as if he'd been there all his life. Benjamin Mendy should have played all those games. Think of a full season of him next time round. Suddenly Nicolas Otamendi became twice the centre-half he was before. Zinchenko barely heard of beyond these walls until he walked into the first team and looked as if he were born to it. Asked to perform multiple roles, Ilkay Gundogan starred in them all. What is there to add? 3 for Yaya Touré's collection now. Never to be forgotten legend of this parish. Universally loved. Raheem Sterling, another who just got better. And amid their exuberance, they knocked the trophy over. Number 19, what a thrill to watch that boy play. 2 seasons at City now for Leroy Sané, and part of the furniture. Bernardo Silva, another of the new boys, went almost all the way in Europe with Monaco a year ago. He's gone all the way in England with City. If Aguero doesn't get you, Jesus certainly does. Goal after goal in the run-in. How good is he? Another level, Kevin De Bruyne. Another three-time City champion, 199 City goals. He's fit enough to get up those steps. Fernandinho was impeccable. The unfussy one, the one who gets the work done. And City are never the same when he doesn't play. Silva's had his issues off the pitch this year, some really tender family issues. His football didn't suffer. And the last to collect his medal, the irrepressible leader of the gang, Vincent Kompany, a captain's captain, if ever there was one, where he has led for a third triumphant time they have followed. No longer once in a blue moon, for the third time in 7 seasons, Manchester City conquer the land. With records still in their sights, purveyors of a game rarely ever more beautiful, the runaway champions of 2018 are Manchester City. And serial winner though he is, Phil Neville, there's a tear in Pep Guardiola's eye.
Yeah, it's a lovely moment. He went and stood with his staff. The winner in him will be planning for next season already, but he'll be enjoying this occasion with his staff, with his players. 10 months hard work, staying in hotels, away from your family, the sacrifice, the hard work, moments of your career, 100%. You've got to enjoy them, you've got to live them, and you've got to make sure that you come back next season just as good, ready to win this magnificent league that we watch week in, week out.
So indeed it is, and they have elevated it at times this year to a new level. It's an ongoing debate, it always will be. There's United 99, there's the Arsenal Invincibles, and then there's City. They are without question one of the special teams of the Premier League generation, and some would have it that Champions 18 are the most special of them all. By every method of measurement, City have romped it this year. By the evidence of our eyes, it is clear they were streets ahead. It has been a weekly delight to behold. That old blue moon keeps on rising. My goodness me, the best team has won it.
The party is officially underway in Manchester, and let me tell you, that will be some party as well. John, what's that feeling like when you've gone across the whole season and you're so comfortably the best team?
Well, it really depends on how it happens, because of course they've known that they've won the league many weeks ago. You talk about the time when Manchester United lost to make them officially having won the league. But I think they knew they would have won the league, and of course they won the league a few weeks ago. So, yes, as much as today is a celebration, they have already won the league. It's more to do with celebrating in front of your fans, because the fans will be so excited and you can see the enjoyment that they're actually having. Whereas I suppose if you are like Arsenal in 1989, when you win it in the last 10 seconds, that's obviously, I think that would be a much bigger feeling. Or when they won it the last game of the season when Sergio Aguero scored. So, yes, it's a fantastic feeling, but I really think it depends on the way you actually win it, because they knew they won it from probably Christmas time.
And they must ask you about this, man, because I just mentioned it's his 20th major honour today, but he seems to have shown more emotion than some of the previous ones.
Yeah.
Is it one... I know he was brought here to win the Champions League, but this is a significant box ticked after his struggles last year.
Without doubt, yeah, because last year I think was a massive learning curve for a serial winner such as Guardiola. I think that even he perhaps tried things last year that were just a step too far for our league, and that it showed him that he'd have to conform a little bit more, but never lose his own identity and his own beliefs and his own philosophies and the way that he feels his team wants to play. This year, I think that emotion shows that he's managed to do that. He's won in style, great quality, with great respect shown to others where they've needed to. Back in September, when they went to the Bridge and beat Chelsea, that brilliant De Bruyne goal, to me was the moment that signalled that this City team were ready to actually go the distance and win, and they've done it with real beauty.
And I think at Barcelona and Bayern, you know at Bayern you're going to win the league. At Barcelona, through his time, you know more often than not you're going to win as much as there's Real Madrid. But at City, particularly after last year, it's much harder.
Yeah.
It's much harder. So, and to win it in the style they've done, the distance they've actually done it, really he's been vindicated in my opinion. You saw very frustrated Pep Guardiola last year in terms of the way he dealt with the press, in terms of the way he, and of course you can see how much Yaya means to them because of course this is his last year, so he's getting a good send-off.
Terrific scenes at the Etihad, Manchester City's Premier League title-winning party well and truly underway. Vincent Kompany with his hands on that trophy for the third time as City captain, 3 weeks after confirmation they had won it. More reaction on the way.
Man, I just wanna go fast, hold on my teeth and on my neck. And I'm stone cold with the flex with the squad and I'm